Everybody, Kyle Sasser here, and it's everybody's favorite time of the month. That's right, real estate market statistics, and this is Hillsborough County, September 2019 versus September 2018. Now, you might be asking yourself, why do we compare 2019 to 2018? And the reason why is because the real estate market naturally follows a natural cycle during the year. Typically down here in Florida, we follow the school year and also just the natural migration of people from up north down to Florida in the wintertime. Now, if we were up north, we would definitely follow the winter schedule because nobody wants to look at houses when there's 5 feet of snow on the ground. But since we don't have that problem here, we follow school schedules and the snowbird migration. So if you watched previous months, you will know that earlier this year we had a little bit of a slowdown where we did actually have inventory grow a little bit, where there was more homes for sale this year compared to last year. Unfortunately, that trend was earlier this year, around the March, April time, and that trend has stopped and pretty much reversed. So there are some variations in the various price points, which I will cover a little bit later on in the video, so be sure to stay tuned. Overall, prices are up and buyers' choices are fewer and fewer between. Now, if you'd like your own copy of this report, I'd be happy to send you one every month. As soon as I get it, I'll load it up and drop it in your mailbox. All you have to do, there is a contact link below. Just sign up there, and I will make sure you get your own copy of this for review so you can make sure I'm telling the truth on all this stuff. So, to actually dive into some numbers here, so the number of total single-family home transactions in Hillsborough County was up 9.5% to 1,717, and that's compared to September 2018, which was 1,568. Now, median and average sales price are both up. Now, median sales price is a little different than average sales price. Average, which everybody knows, is you take the total number of transactions, you add up what everything sold for, and then you divide it by the number of transactions, and that's your average. Median's a little bit different, though. So basically, median is the midpoint of what homes have sold. So the median is where half of the homes that sold for more and half of the homes sold for less. It's a little bit different and kind of tell you different things. Average can really be skewed if there was a lot of high dollar or honestly low dollar homes sold a particular month. Median gives you a little bit better idea of where the actual midpoint of the market is. So median home price is up 5% to $255,500. And the average sales price is up 6% to $312,302. And remember, this is for the whole county, not just Tampa. So those prices are definitely up, 5 and 6%. Now, it's not as huge as the increases we saw maybe last year, where we had 10, 13, and 15% increases compared to the previous year. But 5 and 6% is still a very respectable increase in price, and definitely something that you'll want to take note of if you're thinking about buying or selling your property. Total dollar volume is up 16.1% to $536.2 million. That is over $500 million transacted in September 2019. That is a lot of real estate. Now, the remaining indicators here are what I like to call the demand indicators. The prices definitely do that to some degree, but looking at the total number of homes that are available for sale, as well as the number of new listings coming on the market, and the median time to contract really tells us how the demand is doing in the real estate market in Hillsborough County. So median time to contract, so this is how long it takes for a house to be listed for sale until a contract is accepted, has reduced 3.6% to 27 days. That's not a crazy amount, but I thought it's noteworthy just because it was a decrease overall for the market. Number of new listings was down 3.2% to 1,969 new listings. And the number of total inventory was down 5.1% to 4,494. Now, if it's 1, 2, 3%, I just kind of put that up to the normal variations in the market. But, like 4, 5, 6%, that's where maybe a trend's developing. So this is definitely not as aggressive as Pinellas County is, where you have 13.6% fewer homes for sale. But something to take note of, because Hillsborough County it's a lot bigger, a lot more homes for sale, and honestly a lot more people live in Hillsborough County. So definitely something that you want to keep an eye on. Now, I do like to break this down into the price categories because, let's face it, a $900,000 house is going to sell a lot differently than a $200,000 house. Just the number of people looking to buy a $200,000 house is a lot more. So naturally, demand's going to be a little bit stronger there. I'm not going to go over every individual one because I'd basically be reading numbers here for an hour, but I am going to point out the ones that are significant and that I think need a little bit of highlighting. So median time to contract, which is how long a property stays on the market for sale until a contract is accepted. In the $100,000 to $150,000 mark, that increased 150%. So that's over double what it was last year to 34 days. So last year that was hanging around like the 11-day mark, but this year it's at 34 days. So if you're looking to buy in the $100,000 to $150,000 mark, you have a little bit more time to find something before it goes under contract and switches to pending. Now, I know most of my clients are still having problems where, they'll find something that they absolutely love and then it goes under contract within 2 days. So you do still need to be on your toes and moving quickly. The $150,000 to $200,000 mark is still around that 11-day mark, which is actually 26.7% quicker than 2018. $200,000 to $250,000 is 21% quicker, and really that trend continues all the way up to $400,000. So if you're looking between the $100,000 to the $400,000 mark, you really have to be on your toes. You have to move rapidly to make, and if you see something that you like, you need to go take a look at it and you need to quickly make an offer. The number of new listings is also split by price, and the general trend is that if there's actually more new listings, if you're looking at 300,000 or above, there's more new listings coming on the market this year than there were last year. But between 0 and, which, there's no free real estate, but between 0 and $300,000, there's fewer new listings on the market. And just to highlight a couple keys here, the $150,000 to $200,000 mark, there were 18.8% fewer listings. $200,000 to $250,000, there was 12.8% fewer listings. So you can see that with fewer new listings coming on the market, that segment is naturally constricting. There's just not as much stuff available for sale. Now, above $300,000, if you're looking between $400,000 and $600,000, there's actually 23.2% more listings at 239 than there were last year. And if you're looking $600,000 to $1 million, there's 26.6% more listings at 119. But new listings really only tells half the tale. We need to look at the total number of available homes for sale. And the overall trend here and the total number of homes for sale is that there's either quite a bit less or it's holding pretty steady. Overall, if you're looking under $300,000, there's definitely fewer homes to look at in 2019 than there were in 2018. If you're looking above that, there's a touch more, but it's still pretty tight. And all of that adds up to rising home prices. Now, the last page I always like to cover is the doom and gloom page. So this page covers foreclosures, bank owns, and short sales. So these really give a general indicator of the overall health of the market. A lot of people think that, hey, I'm just going to find some deals. I'm going to go buy some foreclosures, and this will really show that there's not a lot of those out there for sale. So short sales, there was a total of 9 in September 2019, which was a drop of 30% compared to 2018. And foreclosures REOs, there were a total of 56, which was actually an increase of 30%. 30% definitely significant. It takes a few months to see if this turns into a trend. It's definitely something I'm going to be keeping an eye on. If these do continue to go up, that's definitely something that we need to keep an eye on. Whenever you're dealing with that small of a number, like any small increase is going to have a huge impact. So thanks for tuning in. My name's Kyle Sasser. I am a realtor and local Tampa Bay native. If you are looking for your own great place here in Tampa Bay, I'd love to help you out. If you're looking to buy or if you're thinking about selling your home, I'd be happy to get on a call with you and see how I can help you out. If you'd like to reach out to me, leave me a comment below. Tell me what you think. If you think the market's way too overpriced, I'd love to hear it. If you think it's underpriced, I'd like to hear that as well. I try to do one of these every month, so hit that subscribe button so you will get this as soon as it's released. There's also a contact link below, so if you want to reach out to me with whatever real estate needs you have, I will be happy to help you out. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.